Yes, sir. Say what? Blinko? I think that might be Austin's DMA. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think they are. All right, good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday night, first Wednesday of April, the new month. And right now it's quiet over San Antonio. We're mostly clear. It was a little hazy today due to a couple of different reasons. But cloud cover was really the big story. It looked like it was going to rain a lot of times during the day today, but it was mostly dry. Maybe a few sprinkles this morning and some light showers, but in terms of measurable rain, heavy rain, storm activity, it wasn't the case today. We just got off of a long 45-minute Facebook Live and Instagram Live, and we were just chatting about all the storms that are stretching from Arkansas towards Chicago, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky. That part of the country tonight is dealing with a huge severe weather outbreak. Here in Texas, here in San Antonio, it's quiet. As you can see with our live cameras, it is mostly dry outside. On this Wednesday evening, temperatures were pretty warm. 88 degrees was the high, normal is 78, so a full 10 degrees above the April average, and another 10 degrees away from today's daily record, which stays in place, of 98 degrees from 1939, a long-standing record. Look how cold it got back in 2019, 37 degrees for a low temperature record. So it shows you that it can still get chilly in April, even though generally we warm up. But by early next week, we get a cold front moving in, and that's going to lead to some chilly overnights, and we'll talk about that in a second. If you are sneezing, it's likely this right here. It's the oak. It's extreme. It's very heavy today. That was this morning's count, which, again, extreme. That's 16,850. Molds are light at 240. I expect the molds to go up probably tomorrow just because of how much moisture and humidity is in the atmosphere. And with more rain coming in, I do think and anticipate the mold to go up as well. Let's see. All right, so tonight's forecast, we stay quiet. Tomorrow will be right around 90. On Friday, 91. Obviously, this weekend is a huge weekend for San Antonio, for the downtown area. Final four. All four teams are already here. They arrived today, and they probably got here and said, man, this is warm. 80s and 90s across the area. But tomorrow, there may be one or two isolated showers. Better chance Friday morning and Friday night late. So I'd say after 10 p.m. Friday and then early in the morning before about 10 a.m. During the day, I think it's fine. If you have any Friday afternoon plans, it should clear out to some sunshine. That's good news for the Valero Texas Open for golfers at the TPC. It'll be a little breezy, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds from the southeast, but high temperature near 91 thanks to sunshine coming out Friday afternoon. But again, late Friday night after 10 p.m. to Saturday morning, we could see a couple of storms turn strong to severe, maybe generating some hail, some strong winds. That'll be Saturday morning. And then I would say by Saturday afternoon, skies slowly clear. It'll be a very slow burn off on cloud cover. But if you are heading to the concert on Saturday night, for example, and even Friday night, it should be fine. It's just in the late night hours of Friday to the Saturday morning hours, that's when we could see some heavy rain and some lightning and thunder. But behind this system is that cold front. We were chatting about that earlier. Sunday, a lot cooler, 67 for a high. And then on Monday, 74. But look at the morning temperatures. 48 Sunday morning, 43 Monday morning. Going to be a huge difference with this next weather system as it brings a little bit of rain, but also some cooler weather. Temperature-wise, we're sitting at about 82. It feels like 85. Good evening, Richard. Good evening, Terry from Jordanton, and Fort Worth from Richard. Hope you're having a wonderful day, guys. Hope you're having a great night as well. It is warm outside. It is humid. And as you can see, temperatures are indicating that just right. 79 at Bandera, 82 at Devine, 82 at Stockdale. Still in the 90s west of San Antonio. West of, let's say, Del Rio and Eagle Pass, you can see it 90 to 91 at this hour. So radar is quiet. Now, we were talking about this on the live stream for like 45 minutes. This is a huge outbreak of severe storms. Moving out of Arkansas and out of Missouri, but moving into Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And that's where they're dealing with like huge tornado warnings. I mean, look at this. This is huge. Tornado warning for Caldwell, Livingston, Lyon, and Marshall County. This is, again, northeast of Texas. But if you have any friends or family in Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, northern Mississippi, southeastern Arkansas, they're really bracing for impact with a huge severe weather outbreak. Ready for some good rain? Yeah, me too. That's going to happen late Friday night. There'll be a few showers around Friday morning. Let me show you what this looks like, actually. So tomorrow morning, guys, some cloud cover, some drizzle, maybe some patchy morning fog. Tomorrow, a lot like today, we'll see a little bit of sun in the afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, near 90. It's going to be hot tomorrow. Thursday night and Friday morning, drizzle, scattered showers return, some light rain as well. And then Friday afternoon, we could see a couple of downpours materialize with the help of daytime heat. However, most of that action holds off until right here, Friday night. So this is like Saturday morning, 1 a.m. while you're asleep. Or if you're staying out late Friday night, you may have to watch out for a couple of storms out west, and this will eventually move eastward, and that may bring a severe threat Saturday morning early, like 5, 6 a.m. Because that rain chance on Saturday, primarily in the morning. After about lunchtime, I think the rest of Saturday is fine. Highs in the upper 70s and highs in the upper 60s on Sunday. So eventually we get cooler and cooler through the weekend, but at the JW Marriott across San Antonio, for the Valero Texas Open, for the TPC area, it's going to be a little breezy Saturday and Sunday with winds gusting upwards of 20 to 30 miles an hour. So from Jared, how much rain could we get? Probably, optimistically, I would say maybe a tenth of an inch, maybe to a quarter of an inch. But the areas north of the hill country could pick up to a half an inch of rain. But it just depends on where these storms set up out west and where exactly they move eastward. If you're caught under one of these massive storms, that could easily drop upwards of an inch of rain in a very short amount of time. But most of us, because I think it'll be likely isolated in activity, so it's not going to be widespread rain late Friday night. But again, that chance is there. But, on average, a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch of rain. But let's hope we get some more, because we do want more because of the drought. You have some family in Tennessee. I hope they make it through safely. Absolutely, Denise. Yeah, they're dealing with tornado warnings, severe warnings, flood warnings. I mean, I think parts of Missouri, Arkansas, up into like the Midwest, they're in a level like 4 to level 5 out of 5 of severe weather today. That's from the Storm Prediction Center. And yeah, it's just really dangerous weather up there tonight. Being outside in the sun is like being fried like a chicken bringing the rain. Okay, Terry. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's 90 degrees today. It was 90 tomorrow. It's going to be 90 tomorrow. When it's so humid and it's only April, it makes you think like, what's July going to be like? What's August going to be like? If we're already hitting the lower 90s in early April, which is not out of the ordinary, it's just kind of early. It just makes you think that summer is going to be even hotter. So get ready for summer. Okay, so yes, a couple of storms possible late Friday night, early Saturday morning. I think most of the action moves out by Saturday evening. So if you're going to see, who is it? Jelly Roll and T-Pain, they're both performing at Hemisphere Park on Saturday. If you're going out to that, I think it'll be fine. I think you may have to, you'll encounter some muddy ground for a little bit in the morning and afternoon hours, especially if you're out there waiting. But generally, towards the afternoon and evening, it dries out. We look better. It'll be breezy to windy and a lot cooler with highs in the 60s and 70s. You are under a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock in Indiana. Warning, Elizabeth. Yeah, we were tracking a lot of those storms in the last half hour here on Kent's 5. I mean, there was at least, I counted 15 to 20 different tornado warnings from Arkansas all the way up into Indiana and Illinois. So huge severe weather outbreak for that part of the country. So be safe out there, Elizabeth. Be safe. Is it true that we have a cold front next week? Yes, sir, Christopher, we do. So that's the exact one we're watching right now. So this front will stall out over the next couple of days, but Saturday afternoon, you'll feel it move through, and then you'll feel gusty winds Saturday night. It'll be a little cooler Saturday. I mean, matter of fact, I think Sunday morning, we're forecasting lows in the, let's see, the 40s. So obviously this depends on what you consider cold, what you feel like cold is. But for me, hey, when you see morning temperatures in the 40s in April time, that's cold. Monday morning, 43, high temperature of 74. So this entire week, 80s and 90s, but starting on Sunday, highs in the 60s and 70s with lows in the 40s. And if you're watching from the hill country, lows in the 30s. So that's a big change. That's a big cool down for sure. From Laurel, any hail expected in San Antonio Friday night? If it does happen, it'll be late. I would say after 10 or 11 o'clock. But the chances there, I would say it's low for right now. But the thing is, in springtime, a lot can happen fast. You have warmth, you have humidity, you have heat, and that can be perfect fuel for storms. So Friday night, Saturday morning, there is a threat for hail. But we just have to watch how these storms progress across our area. But there's a low chance of hail happening late Friday night, mainly after 10 p.m. and then going through the overnight hours as you're asleep. Guadalupe, good evening. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Hope you are too, Guadalupe. Hope you're having a great day and a great night. Right now, rain. There will be a couple of sprinkles tomorrow morning, maybe a light shower early tomorrow. Same thing Friday. And then Friday night and Saturday is when we could see a couple of storms enter the area. How bad is the rain going to be from Luis? I don't think it's going to be that bad. There may be one or two cells Friday night late after 10 o'clock that generate some quarter-size hail. But right now, we're just expecting scattered showers with a few non-severe storms in the area. But by tomorrow and Friday, we'll get a better handle on the severe weather threats, because obviously things change pretty quickly. All right, you're in Beeville, Guadalupe. Yes, southeast of San Antonio. All right, guys, that is the forecast. We'll leave it on the forecast a little longer. Today we hit 89, tomorrow 90, 91 on Friday, 79 on Saturday, and a lot cooler on Sunday. Best chance at rain Friday morning and then Friday night into Saturday early. The rest of the weekend clears out. We'll see highs in the 70s and lows in the 40s on Monday and Tuesday. It's going to get chilly, so bundle up by next week.